Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Rayla with KittyBit.
And sashimi.
All right, so today they just did a stream on March 6th, 2019, with Ben Irving and Jesse Anderson here. What they were doing is just talking over the new patch notes that's coming for the new update on March 9th. So we're just going to kind of truncate that. This was like almost an hour-long stream, so it's pretty long. We're just going to kind of go over what the key points were, so you guys don't, if you missed it, you don't have to spend the entire hour watching it. So they were supposed to be playing a legendary mission, one of the new legendary missions to showcase, but they didn't. They just ended up doing some free play, so that'll kind of be running here in the background. Big things. First off, they start off with crash fixes. They've got an internal strike team working on it. The March
For the
12th,
PS4s, right?
yeah, for the PS4s. The March 12th patch. Right now, March 12th is the tentative date. They did repeat it several times, so we should be seeing something on or about March 12th. This is to fix most of the PS4 crashes that are currently causing systems to power down. Many people believe that they were bricking the consoles. That actually wasn't the case. They confirmed that pretty much any of the cases of this where it shut down the PS4, all you have to do is turn the PS4 back on. So most likely it was probably a CPU or GPU heating up too much because of the software and the hardware not being so compatible, and it was just shutting it down. Just turn it back on. Let's see. So level 1 defender rifle. Right now, anyone checking or anyone who saw Reddit today saw that the level 1 defender rifle is apparently scaled pretty dang good in the game right now. So they actually had someone on Reddit found out that they could go out with the level 1 defender rifle you start the game with and kill stuff in Grandmaster just about as fast, if not faster, than with your masterwork weapons.
That's really funny.
They did say in the stream that this is a bug and they intend to fix it soon. So if you got that level 1 defender rifle still, you might want to go out there and poke some stuff with it before they fix it. They are adding the Hold Y to start Expedition. That's being added to single player. You can actually see it right here in this screen. You can see he doesn't have a party. You'll be able to hold Y to start Expedition, so you ain't got to run around town to get back to your javelin. You don't have to run back to the forge.
Yeah, which is nice.
Yeah, a little quality of life there. Fixes to spawning on the correct side of invisible walls or the cloud walls inside the raids, the strongholds, any of the missions. So anywhere there will be a cloud wall, you should spawn on the right side of it. They've also got patches for the sound bug. This is the bug where your sound would inexplicably stop working. So you just have the game would be entirely muted. They said they found most of the instances, all the instances they found on this, they are fixing, and that will be in the update. Any of this that's not included with the update coming March 12th, I'll denote for you guys. They fixed many instances of free play freezing and crashing the game. Colossus Shield Charge will now go through destructible objects. So if you run into anything like explosive barrels and such, you'll no longer be stopped. It will just plow right through it. Titans, as in Titans in the field, can be primed now. Also, they are going to be more vulnerable to elements. This is actually pretty good because for Colossi with flamethrowers as well as other elemental attribute weapons, they were highly ineffective against Titans, so that's really good. You'll be able to prime them and pop them. The Mark of Ruin now functions properly as a component that was having some issues. Let's see here. The Grenadier component now works properly. Base damage of all masterwork weapons is going to be increased. I'll go over that a little bit more later on. Launch Bay is now to have a teleport system that'll teleport you to any destination of your choice, including the forge. It'll take you straight there. In the free play event, there be giants. They're fixing the Titans. There was a bug where if you were downed while the Titan was defeated, you wouldn't get rewards. So there were a lot of people. Yeah, a lot of people were pretty mad about that. So now, even if you're down during the event, if one of the 4 named Titans goes down while you are down, you will still get your rewards. Inscriptions, they're going to be implementing two of the big things that they noted in the last notes that are going to be going live March 12th. They are level 30 content is now no longer going to have white and green drops, so no commons or uncommons will be all set to rare and above. That's excellent. Inscriptions are being targeted for improvement to be more relevant to the item. That was in the notes last time. They're making it so if you get inscriptions on a weapon, it's going to be more relevant to the weapon, and if it's on components, it's going to be more relevant toward that component or toward your javelin as a whole. This one's actually a big one for me as a Colossus user. So anytime you have a hard hit on the Colossus lately, the Colossus actually it recoils, and it's pretty harsh. Like, say if you actually overheat, you hit a wall, you drop really hard, you get hit by a missile, anything that makes the Colossus fall back and reel back from the hit. This is actually being toned down, so a Colossus will be able to recover just a little bit faster.
Which makes sense.
Yeah.
And they got all the armor.
So, I mean, because that's kind of something that's irritated me is, I would so you can actually see him overheating in the background here. You'll see a slightly faster recovery. See, when he got up, it was just a little bit quicker. So landing, you won't just be on your knee for a whole long time, and you'll be able to engage your shield or your components, your gear, and your weapon much faster. See, he just hit a wall there, and he got up quite a bit quicker.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't just like he's just sitting there, wailing in defeat over the fact he hit a wall. All right, so those are the big ones as far as what they announced for... That's what they officially announced. They did have some Twitch Q&A after the fact that revealed a few more tidbits that were pretty important. Let's see. There was one... someone asked about revives when notifications on the screen as for when a teammate is down. Like if someone's down, it's too easy to not notice that they're down and ignore them. So they did say that they know this is a problem, and they've acknowledged it. There's currently not a quick fix for it. They are working for making it more noticeable when you have down teammates on your screen. But what they've done in the meantime is kind of a stopgap, is they have reduced the amount of areas that are respawn restricted. And they said it's going to be significantly less areas that are respawn restricted. The ones that still have respawn restricted areas, certain strongholds and such, what they're doing is they're going to be implementing a timer. So when you actually get knocked out, you'll be able to respawn, but it's going to be a timer. So I think it's going to be like 30 seconds, 20 seconds, something like that. You'll have to wait. The next content drop. So they did ask about if there's going to be any new content in this patch. They said that there will not be any meaningful new content. So right now, just to refer to the 90-day roadmap on their website for the content. So if you're curious about any of the content coming up, that's the place to look at it. We might also be looking at the 90-day roadmap in a future video as well. Server shutting down messages in free play, as well as Cortex tutorials coming up in free play. They are...
This is a lie.
Yeah, the maintenance is a lie. I actually had quite a few issues with this. I actually delayed quite a few of my videos because I thought this thing was legit going to shut down on me. So after a few times the server cried wolf on me, I just started ignoring it. But it is kind of annoying when it comes up like every single minute for like 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
But they are making it so those screens come up. If they come up, they're accurate. They should be accurate at least. The other thing is the Cortex tutorials, after the first time, they should stop. You shouldn't be seeing those anymore. So less crap on the screen while we're trying to play a game is always good. As far as events, free play and world events, they are looking at different ideas for the events. Right now, the current free play events, Outlaw, Outrage, Shaper Surge, which is yet to be released at this time, and There Be Giants is going to be on a rotation. They're going to be coming up, as they said in the video, they're going to be reusing these events now and then. So we're not sure on a rotation just yet. They were a little bit vague. But they are looking at new events for it as to add to what is currently on the 90-day roadmap. For Outlaw Outrage, With that event was going on, what they learned from it is that when Outlaw Outrage was going, they actually replaced all the enemies, all the world events were outlaws on the whole map. That actually interfered with people doing their weeklies and such, because you have to get kills of certain enemy types for it. So what they're doing is they're planning on changing that to the outlaws will be localized to certain parts of the map. So you'll still be able to find all the enemy types in free play. Inscription description transparency. So this is actually something everyone has been having issues with. Inscriptions on your gear, weapons, and such. A lot of people have been curious about what they do. They're kind of vague. So he did say that on the Reddit, the official Reddit today, they should be posting descriptions of what the inscriptions do. So if you have any questions about those, go check out the Reddit. There should be a post there to help enlighten you. We might make a video on that as well. I'm not sure just yet. A status page. Yes, they feel it is important. This would be a status page that shows your actual stats, your javelin stats. Nice. Yeah, like how much HP do I actually have? I just have a bunch of lines in my HP bar, and the more lines, the better. That's all I know. As well as like your total stats, attack, and all that. They have acknowledged that it is important, and they are looking into it. They do want to implement it very soon. Currently no ETA on that, though. Ultimate and melee buffs for Grandmaster 2 and 3. Yes, they plan on scaling. They're changing the scaling for Grandmaster 2 and 3 to allow for melee and ultimates to be more potent. What he did mention was that for Masterwork weaponry, they want the power level to go from 45 at current to around 61ish. Quoting him, he's actually very vague about it. Ben's not the most sure dude. he speaks in lots of random variables or open variables.
I can relate.
I mean, I can too, honestly. But yeah, he said it should be going. Masterworks will be moving from 45 power to 61-ish. And he said that. And for Legendary, we're going to be looking at an upgrade from 47 to around 65-ish. So, let's see here. Wind Wall. This is the Storm ability Wind Wall that's actually going to be... in Grandmaster 2 and 3, there's actually been issues where Wind Wall is completely useless because the moment you put it up, there's so much damage, it just tears it straight down. The same with Bulwark Point from the Colossus. So what they're doing is they're going to be increasing the amount of Wind Wall that it can take, the amount of damage absorption dramatically, as well as adding more damage absorption to Bulwark Point. What they said for Bulwark Point is they're going to be reducing the duration that it's out to about 20 seconds, but it's going to absorb a lot more damage. Ongoing progression for EXP. So someone asked if EXP is going to have any importance moving forward. They said that they are looking at ways they can implement different things to make EXP more important, but for right now, until future announcements, mainly once you're level 30, your EXP is pretty much there just to earn your coin. Just have a lot of friends on your friends list and do a lot of stuff. The more that you and your friends do, the more coin you earn.
Yeah, it doesn't really take much to make EXP relevant. I mean, just give you a drop every level that you would have gotten or something.
Yeah, they could always do something like maybe taking the EXP and put it into like maybe currency, honestly, and have it to where you could spend your EXP on maybe crafting materials or something that makes farming a little bit more smooth and streamlined. Or maybe you can change it in for coin or something. Well, I mean, that's pretty much what the Alliance ladder is. But, maybe do it somewhere you can spend your hard-earned EXP for something else.
Yeah, that shouldn't be hard to do.
Gunslinger's Mark. Someone asked if Gunslinger's Mark has been fixed. They did say yes in the March 12th update. Ranger Melee as a detonator versus a primer. So right now, the Ranger Melee is currently set as a primer rather than a detonator like the others. Ben basically answered this one with, no, Ben likes it as a primer. Because Ben actually went on to say how he utilizes it as a primer. So he's like, No, Ben like is primary. It stays as primary. The Yarrow dance is an emote. I think this was actually a really funny question. I think it would be a great emote. Anyone who's actually seen Yarrow dance in the game so far would agree, I believe. If you haven't seen Yarrow dance, there's a point in the story where he does dance for you, and he's had a little bit much to drink.
Oh, jeez.
And it's a great dance, trust me. It needs to be an emote. And last but not least, someone did ask if there's going to be Vanity Store improvements, such as faster rotations, items, and such. Another pretty vague answer. They said it's all being reviewed. There are some improvements coming soon. They said don't expect it in the March 12th update, but it should be forthcoming very soon. And that's pretty much the end of my list. So that's basically everything that they spent an hour getting out of there. They kind of went through a lot of things, looked at the Twitch. They did some pretty good coverage of it. So yeah, that's what we have to look for right now. There are no current patch notes publicly released as of the time of this video, which is March 6th. This Twitch stream just happened maybe an hour and a half ago. So they said the updates should be officially and publicly released probably around they said expect it more around the actual time of release. So March 12th, expect to see the official patch notes, and we might do another video. I'm not sure to go over them at that point. So guys, hope this helped you out. Hope you're looking forward to the update as much as I think I'm actually going to use this time to, I don't know, explore and look at the environment for a while rather than seriously farming, because it seems like right now the farming's not in as good a position as a lot of people, including myself, would like it to be. And as of March 12th, it should be a lot more efficient and rewarding to do, Grandmaster 2 and 3, because right now everything's a little bit bullet spongy. So I've been kind of sticking to the lower difficulties just so I can have fun, just going through and just beating on stuff and feeling kind of strong. But anyway, guys, if you're new to the channel, likes and subs are appreciated, but completely up to you. What we ask for around here, though, is if it's within your means, consider adopting or rescuing an animal. ASPCA.org, petfinder.com. You can also Google your local animal rescue and adoption options. If you can't bring one home due to allergies, living conditions, what have you, then there's other options. What are some of those?
You can also go volunteer and still spend time with the guys, or you can donate money, blankets, old clothes. They can use all that stuff.
Yep, so if you've got love to give, there's plenty of ways to give it, and plenty of animals out there who could use it. So remember, everyone, buy your fun, not your fam. Adopt or rescue. And speaking of love, we love you guys, and we will see you on the next one. Take it easy.
Bye-bye.